My name is Laker Josephine. I work for African Women and Youth Action for Development. I take this honor to speak to you about International Women's Day. International Women's Day is celebrated annually on the 8th of March. It offers an opportunity to reflect on the progress made by all women, and then it also calls for change, and it also acknowledges the determination and courage made by extraordinary women to bring gender equality, gender empowerment, that today we see the fruits. This year's theme is Accelerate Action, and this underscores the urgency for change, that we need to take steps in decision making that support women and girls, that brings gender equality in our society, and also steps that will address the gaps which are still there, that affects women and girls. It's also a time that we take to acknowledge the significant changes that government has put in place to recognize the challenges that women and girls face, the changes that have come on. For example, we have women now taking leadership positions in the mainstream. An example is our speaker. If it was not for gender equality, where would we be women? So at this particular moment, we have women in leadership positions, women in ministerial positions, and then we have the women, the affirmative actions that also brought the female leaders, the women representatives that speak to the women needs in the community. So we thank the government, we acknowledge the government of Uganda for the different aspects they've put in place to see that we have and promote gender equality. But we also recognize and acknowledge the gaps which still exist and that needs to be addressed. We have women economic empowerment, which is still wanting. We have limited access to education. We still have violence against women and girls. We have women and girls being killed by their spouses, being killed in public and private spaces. So we need to address these challenges as well as a country. And we need to put favorable policies that address the gaps which have been identified as we celebrate International Women's Day this year. So the actions that have been put in place to address this, we need to also strengthen them. If we say we are putting women in the decision-making table, are we just putting them to be there so that we say we have gender equality? Or the decisions and the words that they speak is put into actions. The policies are put into actions and we address them. As a country have so many policies. We have the Domestic Violence Act. But how many times have we put this into actions? We have many girls that have been defiled and their cases are still pending in courts. So we need to work as a country to see that we promote access to justice for all men and women, for both girls and boys, so that we have a community that is free of violence, a community that is equitable and just for every other person. A word with support from ECHO under the STEPS project, which is Sustainable Transition to Locally Led Emergency Protection Services, is working to change the cultural and social norms that perpetrate gender-based violence for women and girls. We use the male engage, we engage them to understand what are the roles that women play, and these roles can men as well play. We also have the social analysis action tool, SAR, which promotes the social norm change. Social norm change. We use a lot of tools. We use the woman in the box. How is it? What does the society want a woman to do? And then also we use the body mapping to show all this. And then also, as under steps, we also have the women safe spaces where women come, women discuss their issues, we train women, we skill them, and so forth. So as a country, let's join hands together. We call on the government, we call on the civil society organizations, we call on individuals, we call on women, we call on men. Let's join hands together to promote gender equality, women empowerment, and together we'll live in a community that is just, that is fair for everyone. Happy Women's Day.